last session. So
All right. So we were in that cave, right? And then we were talking, and Andre was like, "Oh, here, I found a cylinder. Look at it." And then he was drowning himself. Uh, and then Mavis was like, "Hey, stop doing that." And he was like, "Okay, fine, I guess." And they read it, and it had a little fun pun in it. And then Rayla came over like, "Hey guys," and then we were like, "Oh, hey, what's up?" And then Andre left, because he just tired. And then they were speaking on the circumstances of the fight, and it's like, oh yeah, that elemental was pretty big, and it's like, oh, it was. That's not a good sign. And I forgot about most of the conversation. I think no, wait, because they were talking about the elemental and like what happened to Rayla, and it was the light long, I think, is what it was called. Is what took her, and then she was like, it wasn't that bad.
Be all huge specifically.
Yeah, that. And then Rayla ratted him out, saying, "Oh, I think Andre met him." It's like, "Oh, cool. Thanks for letting the shadow know that. That's great."
It was a mistake.
Yeah, yeah, a mistake that'll get me killed, Rayla.
I forgot. Tell me to shut up. Tell me to shut up.
Yo, you're gonna show up to his funeral? Anyway.
I will. I'll do a speech even.
Okay. Anyway. They talked about that, and then they were like, okay, and then they walked outside the cave, and when they walked outside, they got like hit with like a, not really an illusion, but like a wave of heart or something, and then they were both poisoned because they failed the check, and then they saw like these crystals in the sky, and like the scenery changed, and Andre was just making his jolly old way down the mountain, and then not Larissa, I keep Salika. It was like, hey, I'm gonna go check it. And Rayla was like, no, you're not alone. And then she's like, okay. And then they argued, and then they went to the cave, and then Mavis was like, I'm going too. And then they sent a bird to tell Andre, like, hey, you gotta go back up. And he was real upset. And like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. So he ran on back up. Oh, he also helped the lumberjack lady cut the logs, I guess, because why not? Well, because I thought that we were getting a long rest anyway. They went back up
the fool
into the cave, and they were kind of discussing like how to approach this. Should we do it now? Should we do it later? And it was like, well, who knows? And then Andre got there, and it's like, well, we should probably go if we don't have time. And then it's like, oh, we can get a rest, or the Salika was like, you can get a rest if we go to the Mantis, and Andre's like, I got this. So then she sliced his neck, and he passed out, and he went in the Mantis, and is like, all right, I can do this. And they ran through, and he couldn't do it, actually, because he saw a small child, and he was like, I must help the small child, even though they are dead. And it turned out to be Mavis, which, was something. He tried to talk to her, didn't make much progress. Kind of maybe the reverse of that, even. And then when his whole like area thing failed, he basically fell back out and was like, well, I failed. And then they were like, okay, well, I guess we're going to go do this thing. And then Rayla went up to the big orb thing, and she had to make a check to save against the other thing that was trying to like break out, and then she did it, and then she sealed it. And that's what I remember.
All right, that's a pretty good and concise summary of events there. Good work, Double. Is there anything anyone would like to add before we begin?
I forget, did you mention that the sky turned pink and there's a bunch of crystal shit happening?
I mentioned the crystals, but I forgot the sky turned pink.
Did it turn pink?
And there's orange lightning? No?
Yeah, the orange lightning. That's a good one to remember. It might mean something.
And the three crystals in the sky.
The ones that didn't vanish even after you've succeeded on the check.
Yeah, then I realized like, oh, it's not a hallucination, guys.
Do you think they're still there? Well, we'll see.
Yes, I do.
We can do something.
I'm sorry, 4 crystals, not 3 crystals.
Yeah, it was 4. Yeah.
And we will begin where we last left off, as Andre, Mavis, and Salika, the three of you have seen Rayla begin to dance. You've heard the melody of her steps and of her influence resonate through the cave, overtaking and changing the previous ward that Larissa and Salika had put into effect, making it her own. Right now, she dances. She keeps on and on and on. With her, Mira. They seem in their own world. Their power is clear and evident. You all regain 4 hit points. Do you say or do anything?
Not fair, you know. Some people spend a lot of time learning to dance.
I think I've danced maybe once outside of this bullshit.
Yeah, like, unless Raylis has a dancing background, which she might, which in that case, I'm sorry, but, you know. Just kind of seems like cheating.
I never heard this because we've danced to the beat before, right? Granted, it wasn't necessarily by choice, but
Yeah,
I
but
think
I
I've
know
heard of-
how to dance.
oh.
You mean, oh.
I mean, I didn't think I did, but then there's like a weird experience I had, and what the fuck? I need to turn down stuff.
Well, I guess we should probably be ready for whatever comes out of there.
Wait, so you know how to ballroom dance?
Yes.
I guess that would. I mean, I don't know if I still can, but like I could for like maybe like an hour or something.
What?
Seems like a weird ability though, right? To like.
No idea.
Do we hear
Um,
like beats or anything? Like drum beats? Like heartbeats?
You do hear beats. The thumping you heard before seems calmer or dimmer, like something is in the way. And on that note, we'll change to Rayla's perspective, as neither Andre nor Mavis act to aid or hinder her dance. Rayla, you began to dance. You remembered in your heart how that ritual you performed with Dorasha was. You know the steps, you know the feeling, and you've brought it forth once more. Your steps are free, emotional. Describe your dance right now.
Mm. This time, Rayla's dancing is pretty. It's pretty, like, I don't know, back to basics, regular ballet. It's kind of slow and almost. It's almost very somber with the way she moves.
See? And so, you dance, Mira following after you, each of her steps mirroring her your own. And through your dance, you feel that you know that you yourself have become the ward. So long as you endure, so too will it, for a time at least. And you feel what is inside, what it contains. Larissa's and Salika's work is yours. There is nothing stopping you. Inside, you can feel a powerful force. And another. The first one you don't recognize it's alien, save for the type of its power. It's almost like it reminds you of Melody. The second one, however, you recognize much more clearly. It's much more fightful. You can see it lashing out, working, expanding energy for something. You can feel the weight of emotion, determination, or maybe desperation. And you can feel clearly whom that energy belongs to. She's dancing right after you, after all. Do you say or do anything?
You say that Rayla is the barrier, right? Is that the wording you used?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can she see what's going on inside?
Yes. You plunge deep within yourself, past your own limitation. You can see the inside of a room, tall statues lining up each of its round wall. There's about a dozen of them. From inside, you can see what appears to be some sort of egg, but with a translucent, soft, almost fleshy shell. From inside, you can see a fire brewing, growing, dancing. And you know that the shell, that fire within, neither of those are Mira. She is further within. You can feel it more clearly now. This place you're in. It is the same as those crystals you saw before. It's the same sensation. The flame flickers within the egg. It eyes in your direction, or at least, it seems as though it does. And reconnaissance. Your purview, your entry, and your presence. Do you say or do anything?
Rayla is gonna say, Mira, it's me. I think you know it's me already. I'm gonna get you out, okay? Just you need to hold on for a little longer.
The flame inside doesn't seem to react, but what is within the flame does. You can feel a surge of power through it. The flame doesn't seem to appreciate. And a message is conveyed. A warning. A threat? Maybe a warning of a threat. It's a bit unclear what exactly she's trying to convey, but the general feel of it. Go away. But just as you can kind of start to feel what message is being conveyed, your grasp on it is stronger. You can convey how you yourself feel.
Um, yeah, and short and simple, Rayla feels like she's not gonna do that. That was really rude, and if Mira has anything useful to say, she can say it.
Mira's messages stop for a moment. And then you feel the wave back. Throughout you resonates a feeling of further worry. But along with it, a clearer indication to what she said before. About each of the crystals, you can see 4 other rooms like the one you're in right now. And each of them another egg. Some of them in more advanced stages. Yours is closer to an embryo. And each of their powers leak. They pulse far and away from their own rooms.
So each of those rooms is connected to this main room? Is that what you just said?
After a moment, you hear back. You feel back. Approbation. And you feel a fighting spirit from within her. You feel an urge to protect and to defeat.
Oh wow, we're actually talking. Okay. I kinda. You need to keep your handle on whatever's happening here. My friends and I will try to handle what we can out here.
A moment afterwards, you feel panic, danger, fear. All of those juxtaposed to that still relentless determination.
Don't worry so much. I think maybe we've got this. Just leave it to me. And I think we can both get out of this okay.
After a moment, that image flashes back into your heart. Each of those 5 rooms, each in order. From each of the places that are less to more developed. Yours is the weakest.
What? Can I feel which room is like the strongest at this point?
You try and focus on the images she sent you. And two of them seem much more developed than the others. One of them, a vast expanse underneath the ocean, waves crashing against wave in a space where there is only wave. And another, high in the sky, far beyond cloud or sky, in a place where there is only beat and thunder. In the former lies an enormous creature. Each of its large tendrils smacks against the hard ground of the seafloor, the rhythm of the world. And the latter, seemingly non-existent. There is nothing but the immense crackles of deep and orange lightning. Standing in front of both of those is a roughly female humanoid figure composed of lightning and flame, of thunder and heart.
Can I also get a sense of what's in the other crystal?
There's two others. So there is the one that you yourself saw, the small circular room with the statues. And then the two more powerful, the one under the sea and the one above the clouds. The other two themselves are somewhat disconnected. One of them doesn't seem to be part of the world. Not in the way the others are. The place itself thrums. There is no floor. There is no wall. There is no air, nor is there sky. Up, down, left, right. There is nothing. There is only that feeling and that egg and then centermost point. You can feel it through one of those crystals. The invisible world of the Mansus. That is where it hides. It seems to be the most powerful of the latter two. And in front of it stands that same figure. The other one seems to be buried deep beneath the ground. Deeper than you are now. Perhaps deeper than where you found the flint. Inside it, there is an enormous, deep red crystal. From amongst it, there are small crackles, fissures through it, of that same orange lightning. You can also feel it through another of the crystals. However, in front of this one, there is no figure.
And the figure that's been in the other three, it doesn't look recognizable to me.
It does seem rather recognizable. Her back, especially. In her right hand, a long sword made of the same material or the same energy she is. And that look from where you are, she is taller, standing in front of you. Her back to you, her front to the danger. Just as she did back on that day. Do you say or do anything?
One second, let me think. I feel like I should ask a question, team, but I have no idea what I should ask. This is for the other two. You guys can speak if you want.
I'm thinking.
There's no need. You know.
I know.
I think you do.
I don't think I do, actually.
And you're free to think that.
I despise you, Double.
Do you send back to her a feeling of confusion?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
She's my older sister, supposedly. She should be used to that.
You send her that confusion of yours, the uncertainty, and get a mixed response. You get relief and joy, but the fear itself grows too. The vision of that world underneath the earth, that great crystal, she appears there as well. Clear message.
Rayla's still confused, but now she's like annoyingly confused.
Mira responds once more. Her fear becomes clearer. Worry. You can feel a sense of responsibility shining through, just as she's always had. You see other images. you can see yourself walking throughout Reuben. At your side, a large humanoid friend of yours, Andros, is strung high in the sky in clear delight. The two of you laughing, talking. You seem older than you currently are in that image. By now, you realize that your Mira, the one you have been traveling with, has not said or done anything since you got here. You yourself do not feel her presence anymore. Only the second one's is.
I couldn't sense her presence even if I like tried to do so. Like searched for it.
You can try. Roll Arcana.
Ugh.
As ever, if you want to use another ability, you can try and argue for it.
No. Arcana. $20.
20?
20.
20. You search within yourself, where Mira has been for so long. And you find her gone, pulled away, with only a tendril left within you. The main of her, the whole of her, is in that egg, in that first room. It doesn't feel as though she's left you. Perhaps not yet. But it also seems as though this is so fundamentally impossible for her to resist. She could not even let out a scream or let out a yell. The whole of her was taken within, like a drop of water trying to resist the ocean.
Rayla is gonna indicate that she's gonna start leaving. And if there's anything else that Mira wants to tell her, she should know.
As you begin to leave, you feel it within you. Mira's perhaps most wholehearted wish for you to be safe. And as you go to leave, please make a performance or acrobatics check that matches the DC you have set for yourself. That is
Did I set
20. That is 23 to beat.
Yeah, yes. Performance or acrobatics, you said?
Or if you want to try and argue for another one, that's cool too.
I couldn't get guidance in on this, could I?
You didn't do anything to aid or hinder, did you?
No.
There you go.
What if I'm like that?
I'm gonna go with a 26.
You rolled a 26. Rayla is not to be fucked with. As the dance wants to continue, you prove that you are the master of your own dance. The steps are yours. The beat is too. You do not belong to it to you. Your performance comes to an end after roughly an hour. That's how it's felt to you, Mavis and Andre. To Rayla, it's only felt like perhaps a few minutes, not even. Do you say or do anything? As all of you are regrouped once more.
Rayla's not gonna say anything. She's gonna take a moment to herself as she just stops dancing, I suppose.
I see.
Does the beat come to like a sudden stop? Is there any like visual effects?
No, it's not a sudden stop, it's gradual. As Rayla slowly stops dancing, the beat, the dance of hers, slowly fades away. The ward does not, however, and you can now only hear the muffled melody from before, attempting to peek through, but not being able to. Definitely not in the same intensity it had before.
Can I, now that I'm out, do I no longer feel like the mirror that used to be here? Do I no longer feel her presence?
You now begin to feel again the mirror that traveled with you. The one that was within, however, you do not feel. The mirror that traveled with you seems exhausted already. And she is now, for the moment, dormant.
So
Oh, okay. This is not an immediate issue right now anymore, I think.
Okay.
Salika looks at you, curious, worried. You can see her, she was playing with a flask on the side of her hip. Throughout with, you can see a sloshy white liquid.
I strengthened the barrier, I think.
how are you feeling?
Well, I also got to see a little bit into the barrier, and my sister must hate me. She tried to tell me stuff, but I don't really think I got any of it.
Mira would never hate you. Salika steps forward, putting a hand on your shoulder. Was she okay? Are you okay?
I'm okay. You don't have to worry about me, but
I feel like that's lost all meaning at this point. And that's coming from me.
ooh, that is a little bit of a reality check, actually.
But I believe you.
Hmm.
For now.
Salika takes a step back and claps the small vial she had in her hand once more back to the side of her pouches.
So, what now?
Can I don't want to describe in character about what I just saw, but can I just say I describe what I saw?
Yes.
I'm gonna say Rayla describes the things she saw inside the orb. And in the crystals as well.
Wait, so out of character for you to understand kind of what happened, because I will admit my brain kind of short-circuited a little bit during all of that. Was it describing within the crystals there's like eggs?
I think so, yes.
But the crystals are also runes, or there's runes as part of the crystals?
I thought the runes were also described as eggs. I thought it was just a...
Oh. Because there's like, they're all at different states, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which... I mean, eggs don't... eggs can go bad. Right? That's what we learned.
Essentially.
That's how, like, the whole hookup of me happened, sorta, in a very convoluted way. It was an egg that went bad. A bad egg, if you...
Okay.
Bad egg.
Okay, and they're like, but, so, they're in the crystals, but then there's, like, they're in different places. Were those different runes?
I have no clue. I have no clue.
I missed, I feel like, an important part of this during the setup.
I was there. You're good. Okay.
Because I was really trying to take notes, but my notes are very, like, there's so many question marks.
1 second. Let me look through my notes, because, like...
Sometimes like these that I think we should all say thank you, Double.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch this part over to make sure I understand what actually is. Because, like, okay, there's runes that your sister kind of warned you against.
Wait, what runes are you talking about?
Or the eggs? Because you asked to see the powerful runes and stuff, and for, like, what was it, 3 out of 5, it involved your sister standing in front of you protecting you, right?
Yeah, and then the when I was like, I'm confused, and she was like, well, this bitch doesn't know what she's doing, and then she went into the other one.
There was one of them in which he wasn't.
Yeah, one of them where it was a crystal instead, a red crystal.
I mean, yeah.
But she went into that one as well, didn't she?
Was she not sitting in front of the tentacle monster one?
She was.
She was.
Giant ocean monster? That one was hype. Anyway.
There's the ocean monster one. There's the one that's in the Mansis. That's different than the. Is that different than the one that's like in the sky, or is that the same one?
Oh god, my notes are off. Yeah, there's one in the ocean, one in the sky, there's one in the Mansis, one deep in the ground, and then there's like the one with the rooms.
And then there's one here with all.
Yes.
So these runes are specifically attached to this egg. No, these are runes. Okay, the 5 things you saw were the runes. They're not eggs. Because you
You're
asked to
saying
see
rune R-U-N-E or are like room R-O-O-M?
Runes. R-U-N-E.
Oh, okay.
Was that not what you said?
I think the rooms are R-U-O-O-M-E. R-O-O-M-E? I don't know how to spell.
Yeah, I got so confused for a second. I was like, what?
There were runes.
R-O-O-M? E? Where did E come from?
This is what I'm saying. This is the word I'm saying. You know, like the sigils and shit that's used for magic shit. That's what I thought we were talking
This is the
about.
word, is it not?
Yeah,
Wow.
That's a
I was
room.
confused that as in like room as in a place and rune as in a symbol. I thought I couldn't really.
I think it's a room with an egg.
Because you have to see the
All
strongest
right, I'm opening my
rune,
window
I
and jumping
thought.
out.
There's no window, you're in a cave, man.
I'll make one.
Because you have to see the strongest rune, I thought.
I asked to see which room had the strongest thing in
Were
it.
you saying room or rune, Rama?
Room!
No, I'm asking for Rama.
What did he say?
Oh.
I hate
Rama!
you. Mama!
This isn't
Sorry.
a we weren't listening, this is a we think we heard you.
This is a language
Come on,
barrier.
man.
I repeated the word in question like 10 times.
Yes, and I was confused every time.
Well, that's kind of an issue, isn't it?
No,
Yes, it is. That's why I'm asking.
If all of us are confused,
yeah, all of us are
Uh,
confused, it's not
sorry.
all of us.
Sorry, not an ish me.
it is an issue.
Can you spell the one you were saying? Because none
There's
of
an
us are
R.
hearing the difference.
Okay, I'll give you this much. It starts with an R.
Rama, this is a please.
Rama!
Oh.
You know I have auditory processing issues. You're the worst.
Okay. It was a room, like Yash said.
Okay,
R-O-O-M.
rooms. I was, because that's why I was so confused.
Listen,
Also,
you're
I was
switching the
confused when-
definition of room a little bit though, because one of them is the ocean, the other one is the sky, the other one is in the manses.
That's
Like,
why I was
None of these
confused.
are rooms.
But that's what I was confused. I was like, what
Well,
room
I thought it was
is
like
he
a
talking
rune,
about?
and like the origin of it was behind it.
Yeah.
So I was like,
Yeah,
okay.
I thought it was like runes, like protecting these eggs or whatever, something like that.
because I thought
or
I
rune
heard you say
past the
room and then Yash say rune, and I was like, oh, okay, so I was mishearing it.
We were all having a stroke.
That's Yash's fault. That's okay.
Mass
I didn't say
hysteria.
that though. Why you said runes? I was like, maybe I missed something.
'Cause I heard rune. I'll
That's
admit that.
That's okay, Yash. We forgive you.
I.
This is entirely a you thing, Rama. I'm gonna protect
No,
you.
It doesn't matter. We know.
It's all of you.
Okay, room. Okay,
Okay.
so in different rooms are these eggs.
Okay. But like, are these like actual like locations, or are they just in these eggs, or like in these crystals?
I think these are the locations of. Wait, so egg is different than crystal.
Crystal contains. Wait, what?
Is it like those Russian dolls? Like if you open inside the crystal is the egg.
I thought the crystal contained the room.
That would make sense, maybe. Because there's like 4 outside, right?
There's 4 outside.
And then there's the thing in here. So that makes it 5. That's the 5.
Mm-hmm. See, this is why I said my sister hates me. Like, she's like, fuck.
Conveying.
The fact that there's
ideas
eggs
and
involved
things
in
that are
this
not
now.
words is so easy.
I do appreciate her showing me a PowerPoint presentation. I didn't expect that.
Okay, wait, where's the shit I have about eggs?
So I won't be able to speak for a moment, but I'm still here.
Okay.
Here.
And
Double, you have any interesting, intriguing thoughts to share?
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Me either!
Okay, so what we have is a situation of it was like a bunch of elementals. That was the original issue, right? All those years ago or year ago or
Yeah.
incident.
Originally. Oh my god, I think Thrasha said something about this before. Wait, I'll read these notes.
Okay, so hold on, let's make a timeline.
Yeah, we can make a timeline, sure. Oh, this is from the other thing.
Because you had to make a ward that's tied to yourself that involved the Was your sister sacrificed?
Wait, so when she originally died?
Yeah.
She originally died just fighting an elemental.
Okay. So we have to. Why is she part of the ward, or why is she stuck inside the crystal then? Okay, so that's a question.
Because it's like, it seems like. Wait 1 second.
Okay. Mira.
Like, some
uh,
kind of transformation happened to her when she died, but I don't really know why.
Elemental. Well, it's like a heart wound, right? We've had that established where she's like kind of split and her body wants to, or her soul wants to come together again.
Mm-hmm.
Gave to elementals. Transformed. Larissa then, after Mira dies, has Rayla perform a ritual that creates the ward.
Yeah.
So, in character, we need to find out, because we don't actually know fully why the ward was created, right? Was that ever told to us, Double?
Was it not just to prevent another incident like this?
Is that what it was?
We can ask, but I don't fully remember.
Okay. So, has Rayla perform ritual to create ward. Mira becomes part of ward. She's like the fire in it or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Is she keeping the egg warm?
I guess so. Do you want something?
Ward. Ward is crystal? Question mark.
Word is crystal.
Question mark. Egg in crystal. Okay. So, crystal with egg. Was the egg cracking or anything?
He didn't describe it that way, so I would say no.
Okay. But the fire got hotter or something?
I think it just
That might have
changed.
just been her response, right?
Yeah, I think that changed in response to the things Rayla
Alright.
said.
Okay. Mira, fire.
I don't know, man. Just don't listen to her. You're built different.
Dude, she told me a PowerPoint presentation. What do you want me to do with this?
Sorry, I'm trying to. If you don't want me to stop thinking out loud, I will.
Oh no, I said don't listen to her, as in don't listen to Mira. Don't what? She's like, oh, don't go. No, you're built different. You got it.
I agree.
I'm trying to lay a sequence of events here a little bit.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Daria.
Okay, so there's incident where elementals went crazy. We don't know the reason.
I'm so sure Darasha talked about it before. That's why I'm trying to find my notes about that. I will get back to you on it.
I have no idea.
I know Darasha talked to me about it. It's like, ugh, it's so awful.
The Rush has the solution to everything. You just gotta listen to what she says.
We'll figure that out. But as of right now, all we know is elementals went crazy. Mira dies as a result.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm assuming she was protecting you in that situation?
Yes.
So she dies specifically protecting you, and it causes some part of her to transform.
But, like,
You took
that...
did you take her bow out of the cave?
She didn't.
She didn't have the bow.
Well, like... Wait, sorry, what do you mean? Did I take her bow out of the cave?
Well, because from the get-go, the original tie was to you and the bow.
Mm-hmm.
That's how she's been traveling. She was in the bow first. That's where she was. And then as she got more powerful, she was able...
Mira didn't die in the cave. But I did take her bow. It is still hers. It's the one she used.
Okay, so it's a sentimental thing. She didn't die in the cave?
That's not. Yeah, no.
So in the village.
Mhm.
Okay. So she dies in the village.
Oh, really now?
She dies in a relative location near and in between the cave. Because I know she doesn't die in it. Pretty sure it was outside of it.
Okay. Yeah, so transformation happens, or some kind of the limited knowledge I have of wounds and what I can understand of it, because it's just fucking ridiculous, honestly.
It's my brain.
Wounds make no goddamn sense, and it hurts my brain to try and say any of these words and assign these meanings to them. It physically hurts me. I hate it.
You're welcome.
Because it's like some sort of thing to do with like a wound of heart, because that's like their whole vibe.
Yeah.
But also forge to some
Yeah,
extent, because
also
of the orange
forge.
lightning.
Also forge, yeah.
Because that's what the thunder skin is, and you guys are impacted specifically by something to do with the thunder skin.
I thought the Thunderskin is...
Isn't
An
the thunder
hour-
skin what's holding your sister?
It is, but is it related to forge?
It's a mix of heart and forge, I've
That's
thought.
true.
Like, mostly heart, but some forge, right? And half of your sister is, like, stuck in that crystal. Or not half, but part of your sister in the crystal. Part of the sister with you. And wants to become whole, maybe, but they also have different things of what they want you to do right now, right?
Yes. I think we should jump Larissa.
Yeah. Yeah. She has probably much more information about this.
My notes are indescribable, nonsensical ramblings of a mad woman.
It's okay. Mine are probably the same, honestly.
But your brain puts it together, Darius. So I think we jump Larissa and make her tell us stuff.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm being so for real.
Oh no, I'm fully with you here. Okay. Something's going wrong with Ward. They're like, hey, you need to come back and do something to fix this. You come back, there's 4 crystals in the sky and lightning, and the sky's pink, and I feel like that hasn't been stressed enough.
The lightning?
The lightning. Yeah.
I think we care about the lightning. A healthy
I know,
amount.
but like when it happened, we had like such a non-reaction.
I agree. I don't know. That's so true. I didn't hear it. That's why.
I specifically noted that because I'm like, oh, that doesn't sound good.
What do you mean?
And that's why I was like, okay, we're not leaving you alone. But we go to the cave, you start the ritual again to strengthen the ward, and it's like connected to you again. You speak to your sister, and she shows that like deep past the crystal or whatever, there's eggs. And there's multiple eggs, and they're in these places. And your sister is like defending you from whatever these eggs are in these images. So egg is bad?
I think so.
Egg is bad.
Like,
Well, because like I know the only thing I know about eggs is that the Moss Boy himself, Crown Growth, whatever the fuck, is like a damaged egg. Or unhatched egg? Something like that. Came from unhatched egg of someone else. I don't right? There's like 7 or something.
I don't know
Well,
what
there's
you know.
there's
about-
the unhatched egg,
Yeah.
Yeah.
or the egg unhatched.
The egg unhatched.
Who did you hear that from, Double?
I heard it from a few
We
different
heard from
people.
your- Well, we heard it mainly from your from Grandpappy Rock there.
Yeah, we heard it from Flint Prime.
Flint Prime?
Yeah.
The Shale King.
And then
General Kenobi Flint?
also the handkerchief or the velvet mentioned it, I believe, as well.
Yeah, so there's like an unhatched egg, and that's like kind of where the worms and nowhere.
Why don't we just ask the shard? Maybe he knows. I don't know.
I don't want to.
Why?
Because he sucks.
I think you just don't like him because he gives you solutions and you want to be delusional.
No, he doesn't give solutions.
No, I'm right, you're wrong.
He tries to
nope,
convince Mavis that no, everything must die and it's natural, despite the fact that she's literally unnatural.
Nuh-uh.
So her being there is exacerbating and accelerating the rate of which natural destruction should happen, and therefore is not good for nature, because then how would it recover?
So true. You should get in a debate with with the Flint. I think that's what needs to happen.
She already did.
Really?
Or not.
Yeah.
I realize I'm like, okay, he's not gonna fucking change his views right now, so...
He's like some
Oh no, he's
God
Republican.
man.
Yeah. He's...
I think you just have a very closed mind.
I am so... I don't... Okay, Rayla doesn't really support the Flint, but I'm down to, get some help.
Okay.
You could also ask Salika, because we still don't know why it had to be Rayla that did this.
Yeah. I think it has to do with her sister.
Then why does it have to be her sister? Why is her sister here?
No, because her sister died. I think that's why.
Is it specifically that?
But, a lot of people died during the thingamabob.
And then
like, why?
why does it have to be Rayla and not her parents?
Dying and her sacrificing was the wound. Like, a wound was created from that was powerful enough to do something.
But why is that wound only related to Rayla? Why not her
It has
parents?
something to do with the fact
Her
that,
sister's love for her.
Yeah, it probably has to do with the fact that we're sisters and, this is weirdly connected to...
Like, she, loved Rayla enough and it caused some kind of wound.
But wouldn't her parents love her enough?
Well,
the only reason I bring this up is I feel like we're just accepting some things and when we could be asking for more answers.
Oh no, we should definitely ask more questions. I was like, this is my current thought. Yeah, so now we've established there's a bunch of eggs in these different 4 other locations, and there's also 4 crystals outside. That might lead to different places if opened. I don't know. Or broken. I don't know. I have no clue. Yeah, we jump a Larissa, we ask questions. If we want to use the Flint, we use the Flint.
I say we jump Larissa first, because I think that sounds more fun.
I really hope you're gonna kill her.
I don't think I will.
Will this be my first kill, guys?
No, it's not.
My first conscious kill?
Your first purposeful?
My first purposeful, premeditated kill?
I think people would be really mad at me if I killed her, though, so I don't think we should do that.
What do you mean, people?
Not the war hero.
What do you mean, people? The fandom's gonna hate you?
Not the fandom, I mean the people in the village who I like.
They would be rather bummed. Remember how Zarij, said hey, it's a good thing she's here.
Yeah. And there's 4 people in this town, so it's you kill one of them and it's fuck.
That's 20% of the people, bro.
Anyway, I'm down to just go and find Larissa.
Your call.
Alright, so you head back out of the Thunderskin Cave?
I guess.
I guess so.
Alright. You begin to make your way back up.
Wait, is Daria
Salika
here?
is still kind of examining you a little bit. Rayla. Even though you did say you were fine, Andre's comment doesn't seem to have put her at that much ease. So you can see her stealing looks at you, once every few moments, trying to ascertain this or that. She seems to have a particular focus on your movements. Keeps fiddling with a little flask of white liquid she had.
Do I notice her acting weird?
With your passive perception, probably not, but you could roll for it. If you want. You can roll for it if you want.
I'll roll for it. Please let me roll for it. I don't see anything. Just a girl.
What, did you already roll?
No, 1 second.
Okay.
I'm rolling perception, right?
Yeah. I'm just a girl. I don't have eyes.
You know, you had to roll low eventually, you know?
But why is it not perception? Why can't perceive anything?
That's just your vibe.
I do.
Right, 2. Maybe if Andre gives you guidance.
Yeah.
No.
I do know you don't notice anything. Just having come out of the ward, you're still distracted by that mental presence. Calling it a mental presence isn't even right. You're not thinking about it. You're not expanding energy on it. It's like with every beat of your heart, you're beating for yourself and for it. It's a very strange sensation, especially considering the area you have it in. Kind of makes you wonder how Rasha felt with the immense ward that you put up with her. So no, you don't see anything.
Mm-mm.
You keep making your way up, and after a little while, you're out. You find yourself out in the world again, passing through the crystalline maws of the cave. The sky still glimmers in that same color. The bolts of lightning strike still true. And you can see still the 4 crystals.
Is Daria here?
I don't think so.
Oh, she's not
Salika herself seems to have taken a bit of an interest in the crystals following your story.
Slika, can you send something up there to go check them out?
I could. I still have enough magic to transform today. You said inside of all of those were rooms.
Yeah.
If these crystals connect to it, maybe they could serve as a portal. A bit like I did with that tree back in Ralathon.
Do you want to try sending your familiar first ahead?
I don't think I trust a familiar for that. It seems dangerous for such a small thing. I think I'll go myself. Do you guys want to come with?
I don't know if we have much of a choice.
Yeah, I mean... Why not, I guess?
Salika steps aside for a moment, and you can feel magic beginning to amass itself around her and surrounding her. Shadows clinging from the ground, going up her legs, as her silhouette veritably changes. She herself grows much, much taller, much different. Her body itself lengthens. The sides of it reminds you, Morella, of another flying being you met recently. Although she is clearly less intensely powerful than she was. Throughout the elongated body, there's a long mane that stretches all the way to the back of the body, culminating in a small tail end. The body itself is very long, at least 20 feet, and at the front is a powerful maw, almost resembling that of a dragon's. To the side of the great creature are massive wings, culminating in a total wingspan of well over 30 feet. There's 4 small protruding legs that come from the beginning and the end of the long body. Salika kind of lowers herself to the floor, inviting you.
Show off.
She can turn into a dragon. Rayla's gonna get on.
Andre will follow.
Yep.
Mavis, you might actually recognize this, what she's transformed into.
Oh?
Yeah. Could you roll either animal handling, history, or nature?
See which one gives me a better buff. You said animal handling, history, or I'm gonna do nature.
Mhm.
Okay, that is a 14.
14? You vaguely remember this. You've read about it somewhere. You don't exactly remember what the book says, but you remember the name. What she's transformed into is named a Quetzalcoatlus.
Those are words. Can I have the spelling? Use it in a sentence.
Yeah, she's transformed into a Quetzalcoatlus. There you go.
Oh, okay. I actually recognize this.
Mhm.
I've just never heard it out loud before.
And as the 3 of you mount her, she begins to fly upwards, nearing each of the crystals. As she gets closer to each one, you can see her kind of circling it with her long body, peering deep into it, with still the same eyes she had before she transformed. And in each of the crystals, you can see the scenes that Rayla described, but they seem wholly separate. It doesn't seem like the teleportation portals you're used to.
How big are these crystals?
The crystals are fairly big, about 40 feet high for 20 feet in width. The crystals themselves are all very precise polygons. They are hexagons that culminate into pyramids at the top. And each of them is exactly identical. Salika kind of examines each of them. Do any of you say or do anything during that?
I feel like we've crossed a threshold of weirdness and there's no turning back.
This is the threshold?
Yeah.
I'm realizing, guys, we're riding a dinosaur.
Yeah, like Andre's gonna gesture to like what they're currently riding on. He's gonna look at the crystals, the orange lightning. Yeah, I think so.
Riding a dinosaur.
One of the bolts of lightning strikes to the very side of one of the crystals, almost singeing off a few hair from your arm, Andra.
Yeah, this is weird. You're right. Are we close enough to touch any of them?
Yeah, you're good. You're good grabbies.
Oh god, who's doing it? Mage.
Well, I wanna touch a crystal.
You want to touch a crystal? Alright.
You go to touch the crystal. As Salika herself is hovering above one of the crystals, you go to extend your hand. Which of the crystals would you like to touch?
That's a good
In
question.
each of them, you can see the view from deep within the earth, from Anxus, deep above the skies, and deep underneath the waves.
Maybe not the water one.
Yeah, not the more powerful ones.
What do you mean?
I
You
don't
can take
have
'em.
water breathing equipped.
What do you mean? You can take them. You don't need to breathe.
For
You're the
them!
only one that would be
For
fine.
them!
That's true.
That's actually crazy. Wait, I would be okay.
Dude, that's awesome. Sorry, anyway.
That's why there would be a lot of vampires in the ocean. The light doesn't
my
reach
God.
down there.
Guys, I could be like a really fucked up, scary version of the Little Mermaid.
Fuck yeah. You could be Ursula.
I'm too cute.
Rayla's gonna touch the one with the red crystals.
You reach out your hand and touch it. For a moment, you don't feel anything particular, except maybe the immense surge of energy and power wafting from it clearly, your heart beating faster in your chest, and the Constitution saving throw that I'd like you to make.
Constitution?
Mm-hmm.
You got this.
I'm a constitutable person.
She knows the 14th Amendment.
20.
Lord. You
Yeah,
do?
we're rolling good today.
Not her last one.
I couldn't perceive something.
That tracks.
Yeah, 20. With a 20, you resist the pull of the crystal. You resist the urge to give yourself to it, to become within it. And instead, you can kind of sense within it where this place it's in is not one that's necessarily only belonging to the Thunderskin. You can feel another influence within, one that is ceaselessly avaricious. One that feels like a mother's is.
Uh-oh.
And you have a general feeling of where that might be. You can feel it way, way far to the northeast.
And this thing, it wanted to pull me in when I put like that constitution save into it. That's what that was?
It seemed like it.
Okay.
You resisted whatever effect that was, so you're good.
So these are real places that exist. Well, I attached it. Does anyone else have any ideas?
I think we could explore the crystals, but Andre's a little low on resources.
That's true.
I'll be
Andre needs to take a
fine.
nap. We bought time. You can sleep.
We bought time.
Rayla did buy time.
Ugh.
Yeah, we bought some time for ourselves. You guys can take some rest, and then we can do something afterwards.
Yeah. Hopefully you'll have better luck than I did.
Because we have questions for several people. We have the fact that we can go to these other spots too. we can deal with the one in the cave. So we have multiple things we can do. Also, Lynn's gonna show up at some point.
Oh, so now you tell us.
No, this has been established.
Has it?
Yeah, we need
Because
that.
it's been a while.
Yeah,
I
let's
have
do it.
no idea when she's gonna show up. I just know that I think she is. Or like when we get closer to the other spot, which is also in this area.
Is she gonna tell us where that spot is?
Probably not. I don't know.
Okay.
It's gonna probably show up in like in our pocket or something. We're like, well, god damn it. It's gonna be like a
But-
place and a time.
By the way, Mavis, you do have keen mind. Even though Daria does not. Which is fair because it's been like 3 months, given the pace at which we've progressed. But Lynn did give you a letter, like a little note before you left Ralathon,
Oh fuck.
saying she should meet you the day after the next. It's been a day.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, I have no memory of that's not even my notes, I think.
Is that real? Was that actually a thing that she told you?
Oh, she left a
Yeah.
little note in your room. I remember quite precisely because I thought it would be funny to leave it in the same way.
I
that
know
Mavis
what
had
happened.
told.
I know why I didn't remember that because of the fucking solo session I had.
The trauma of it?
Yes, that was a good one.
Look what you
I
did to
think-
Daria.
I'm proud of it. I don't know why you're trying to guilt me for it. I'd do it again with a smile on my face.
Ugh.
I'd make it worse.
I would want us to be there for it, but I think Daria would hate that.
What?
If we were there for that kind of solo. Anyway.
That does sound fun.
Yeah, Rob, I feel like now that you said that, next time he comes up, I'm gonna have to deal with that again. So in front of
Yeah.
me. Dude, are we all are we getting a ballroom scene again? But it's all of us this time?
Oh.
I have no love interest, so I'm good.
You don't want a ballroom scene, Yash? You don't want a masquerade?
I do want a masquerade, but I have no one I have
Imagine
tension with.
masquerade.
What do you mean? I thought you were going for the Rasha.
I don't know. It depends. I only enjoy enemies to lovers, and we're only slightly enemies right now.
Wait.
She hates you guys, not me.
Yeah. Hey, if I somehow manage to like fix myself, I'm sure I can get on her good side.
I'm sure. But if you do start fighting Thrasha, I would be on your side. So then we'd be enemies, and then
Yeah,
enemies
yeah.
to lovers can happen.
Bro, but the
Honestly,
enemies
it's
and
out of my
lovers is a
hands.
good trope, though.
It's out of my hands right now. Yeah.
Mm.
I don't know if it is a good trope. It doesn't feel too good right now because I
You
feel
could
like I'm being
also-
forced into it.
You could also do the enemies lovers tropes, where like you're part of 2 factions that are enemies, but
Yeah.
as individuals you are lovers.
You know, I'm in an enemies to enemies, and hopefully they're dead relationship.
Should be in a Warhammer campaign.
I'm my goal. Like, one of Mave's goals is like she wants him dead. At this point, like she's like fully just wants him dead now. You've done this.
That's what makes it so shippable.
Granted, I wanted to kill him when he first made the first like unripened fruit comment because I'm like, this is too much Hosoka vibes.
That was one time. Also, for the this is for the group. Like, he said that the 2 influences in that other place was the Thunderskin, and did he also say it was like, or did he
said
know some other from Mother of
he said
Ants?
mother's influence, which makes me think of Nock.
Yeah, is that the Mother of Ants? Of the ants? I'm so sorry.
the-
That's disrespectful.
Thank you for correcting yourself.
Which is a little concerning for Mavis. A little bit.
True.
Tiny bit. Just because any of them are a little bit concerning for Mavis.
Yeah.
True. I'll note that
Triad,
down.
the triad, or trio, or whatever the fuck they're referred to as.
Who?
Right? Isn't there, like, not the sisters of that. What the fuck are they called? There's, like, another group of, like, women who are all, like, Nock related, right?
Oh, you mean
Oh,
the
whoa, I'm pulling off from character. Never mind. Mavis knows nothing of this.
appetite?
I was like, who are these women?
Well, I know. Well, she knows of the
Woman, now
one,
Yash is interested. You can't just leave her hanging like that.
right? Isn't there a trio, right? Am I
Trio.
remembering this wrong?
Are you talking about the 3 1s and the 1 3s?
Are you also
No,
know what
not
the trio
talking
is?
about that. No, it's like it's not the witch and the sister and the witch. It's not that.
Do you know what
Never mind. This
aspect-
is a different character, and I can't say shit. Never mind.
Not sure.
Okay. I say,
I
okay,
think
so we
it's
have 2 days, basically.
No, you have like the end of the day.
We have the end of the day before
We have
Lynn
the end of
shows
the
up.
Lynn.
Do you want a romance her?
No, that was a disappointed Lynn.
Yeah, she sounded like a disapproving mother.
She kind of
Lynn, what are we
an
gonna do?
angry cat. Wait. He kind of just shows up when she wants. It's like, knocks down something and then leaves.
She's nice to you, I think.
She hasn't been mean to you guys yet, right? Well,
Orange cat behavior. She broke my table.
she did break your table.
She did break your table.
She got angry.
And she lived in your house for a while, but it wasn't really your house anymore.
In my room!
That is crazy.
It's a place filled with rooms. There were empty ones that hadn't been lived in, but no.
In my race car bed.
I mean, I don't. She hasn't been mean, specifically mean though. Like she hasn't been rude to you guys yet, has she?
No.
Yeah.
Who's gonna commit regicide for you, Andre?
He
Isn't she a
was.
good friend?
No,
gonna do
she
that
was
for
just.
Andre.
That's just a means to an end. I don't think she has any.
She
I
wasn't
think
gonna do that.
whether Andre lives or
Period.
dies does not matter to her in any way.
She's your bestie.
And in her defense, I don't even think that applies to Mavis even though.
Okay.
No, she's gonna live and die for her goals. That's what her character is.
I respect that.
She's on a vengeance quest. She's on her own journey.
I respect that. So we have end of day. I say right now, we leave crystals because we don't. Unless each of you want to touch one and see which location they are and hope you don't get pulled in. That's an experiment you could do.
I feel like that's
good.
the experiment that would derail everything. If we got suddenly transported to a place that's apparently from one of them we know for sure is far, far to the northeast.
Like way.
Yeah, like
far.
I don't think we should mess around with this.
Just don't get pulled in. Easy.
Just don't get pulled in. Okay.
Yeah. Rayla did it. What are you, weak?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's proficient in con saving throws.
I'm so lucky that I didn't get pulled in.
We're weak little noodle-armed individuals.
Okay, so we
Doing our
don't.
best.
Yeah. I guess you're just not built like that, huh?
Literally, the only reason why I don't get poisoned or diseased is because I'm kind of dead.
Okay, so we beat up Larissa. We
Yeah.
can't. I wanna do one thing with fake Mira or like ghost Mira when she comes back.
Eh.
We can kill the thing in the cave or not kill the thing into the cave, and then we hang out with Lynn.
I do think that if we do something in the cave, we should rest before that.
Oh yeah, you guys need to take a nap. Put nap on the list.
We need a nap. We
Seems
need an
pretty
8-hour nap.
fine.
Or was it 6 hours? Is it 6?
You guys just want to nap now, and then we can do the to-do list.
We get to do it. Up to what Andre can do. Because I have my spell slots at the very least, so I'm okay to keep going for a little bit.
If only Andre wasn't that fucking pathetic and weak, right?
Yeah.
Like, how dare you care about children?
Yeah.
Maybe you should just slice his neck without the dagger.
Like, what's up?
Let's do it a second time.
What green flag behavior?
What green flag behavior? The fandom goes crazy at that.
Yeah, but you know who doesn't go crazy? The fact that we're sitting here like, oh crap, we have to do this one. We have to go fight this thing that's been sealed for centuries before some some like agent shows up and is like, okay, now I'm gonna tell you what we're doing.
Okay, I don't think it's gonna go like that. And if we do want to do the cave, I think we can hold her back in like a day. If we
Yeah, but I feel so guilty. It's like, I'm sorry, my stuff is more important than the kids being tortured. Like, it made me feel so bad.
I'd argue it's worse than torture.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up. Again, literally died.
We're stuck between a rock and a hard place, you know?
But
Wait, no, I wasn't. Fair enough. You know, you got it. You got it. Fair enough. You got me. But yeah.
So, what do you guys do?
Andre's just doing what everyone else is because he doesn't quite understand what's going on, but he
Rayla's
knows how to shoot things.
Rayla's running the show, I think, right now.
Well, showrunner, what are we doing?
I think you guys should. Like, what time is it? That's a fun question. What time is it?
By this point, it would be about 4:35 p.m. So it's beginning to be a bit late. The sun is starting to come down. From where you are, though, it's not exactly evident. You can see the sun coming down, but the sky's color doesn't change. It's still the same pink.
Oh, concerning.
That's concerning. If you guys are okay with postponing your long rest for a bit, I say we do the whole beat up Larissa thing first.
Alright. We're gonna ask her questions first, though, right?
We're not. Oh yeah, no. Yeah.
We're gonna get some answers, right?
I'd be fine with not
that.
asking questions and just beating her up and
Just
leaving her
beating
there.
up an old woman.
Yeah, I'd be fine with just kind of messing her up and
That's
then
how the
leaving her
campaign
there.
started, and that's how it's gonna end, boys.
Like, I'd be fine with just leaving her just beaten up in her tent.
God.
No, we're gonna ask her questions
Yeah.
forcefully
Forcefully. We're gonna.
with my sword and my bow and arrow.
Just, yeah, I was
and
like,
my
do you have a
gun.
sword?
Yeah, I don't think so. She's got a great axe, though.
I have a great axe. I have a crossbow. I have a dagger.
I'm sure we can get her a sword if we wanted to.
That crossbow has got to be the least useful item in the entire party's inventory.
It'll come in clutch. You don't understand.
I still have a room key from the beginning of this campaign.
You never returned
That'll
it?
also come in clutch.
No! Ditched down.
Oh, yeah.
That needs to be like Chekhov. That's like Chekhov's room key now. It needs to come into the story. at some point.
Chekhov's room key.
You're gonna just slide it in some random door, and the entire time it was made by the same locksmith.
Okay. Well, after Rayla touches the thing and doesn't immediately get teleported, she's gonna say, "Yeah, we should not mess with these right now." I do think they're portals, which is why also you guys shouldn't touch them. Unless you want to, but you shouldn't want to.
You don't tell me what to do.
Andre.
Andre's gonna make a motion for him, but he's just gonna fake like a motion of going for him.
I was just gonna be like, Mavis slaps his hand.
Ow! I was joking!
If you guys are okay with it, I never really got to finish my talk with Larissa, and I think maybe we can get some answers from her.
I don't mind.
Yeah, no, sounds good. We did all kind of ditch her, didn't we?
Yeah.
But this time we're really gonna get answers from her. Then like all of you two can help me with this.
Try my best.
Yeah. I'll try not losing my mind.
Why did
Actually,
you lose your mind? What's wrong?
What do you mean, what's wrong? She was insufferable.
I guess.
Rayla, how long
Yeah?
does this last for? Let me see if I can help out a little bit. And I'm gonna touch her on her shoulder and cast Enhance Ability. Eagle Splendor.
What does that do per se?
You have advantage on charisma checks.
Oh, thank you.
Wow,
Because
you're
I
just
don't
like Abigail Greengrass now.
Because I can't give you guidance, but I can give you that.
I appreciate it.
That's so much better than guidance. It's so much
Really?
better.
Yeah,
You
it's a
can
spell.
compound it with guidance.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna make her have a silver tongue.
That's more of a forge thing than hard. I thought that was a funny joke.
I thought it was good.
Thank you, thank you. So you guys are going back down?
Yeah, thanks for
Um,
turning into a dinosaur for this.
Yeah, Rayla's gonna kind of like tap like like where she's sitting on Salika and be like, can you take us down,
No, she-
Larissa, sorry. Salika's
Salika?
neck turns like 180 degrees towards you, and she just nods. You slowly start to descend, and you reach even further down than where you were before. You reach down low enough that the sky becomes blue again, or rather, hues of yellow and orange and purple mixing together as the sun sets, and the four crystals vanish out of view.
she could kill us from this height.
You could just kill us.
Andre just says that like normally. Like he's just like, she could kill us from this height as he's looking down.
I would save you.
Salika stops for a moment.
Is that
After
your
a
goal?
moment of seemingly considering the idea, she begins to head back down once more.
Thanks for that.
She wasn't actually gonna do it.
Listen,
I wouldn't put it
I'll
past
just-
her.
You feel a tremor,
See, she
I thought-
agrees.
and as you reach near the ground, she begins to slow down, and you find yourself almost at Lorraine's mill. She sits down on the ground, giving you guys ample time to get off.
Andre gets off.
Wait, does this mean I can turn into this creature now?
If you got the CR for it.
It's for me. It's not. It's my level because I don't have a CR rating.
For polymorph, yeah.
Yep,
So you can turn into this?
I can turn into this.
Oh my god, you can
I
turn
can
into
turn
a
into
dinosaur.
anything up to level like CR 9 technically.
That's a real shame.
Rama, next time we fight anyone, I'm just gonna turn into a giant fucking dinosaur and just jump.
That's awesome.
I have gargantuan creatures I can turn into. That's crazy. Sorry.
And as you get off of Salika, she herself transforms back into the same Salika she was before. She kind of cracks her neck left and right. There's a seeming discomfort of the experience. Well, those crystals don't seem unstable, at least. There's that. What you said, Rilla, seems to be true. There are those rooms.
Yeah, I touched one of the crystals and they seem like they're real places that we can go to, even without necessarily touching or going through the portal.
We'll have to find them, though. How... One of them seems to be the ocean, the other one the sky. One of them is clearly in the Mansus. That one, we're gonna need someone to show us the way. We can't just get a boat to go there.
Wait, so we need to go to these places?
From what Rayla said, I think so. At least if we
Yeah.
want to save Mira.
It seems
Ah.
like she's fighting something in all of these places.
Yeah,
It seems a bit nebulous, honestly, from what you said.
You
This is a bit of a guesswork.
that's a better idea than I had. I thought we were breaking the seal to fight the thing there, but if we go to it first, that sounds like a better idea.
But from what you said, isn't the one in the seal here supposed to be the weakest one? It wouldn't make sense to start here.
No, yeah, this is supposed to be the weakest, and I do think we have to. I I either need to somehow let you through the barrier into it, or we either break the seal and let whatever is in there come out.
If you can do the former, that would work, but
If we do the latter, we should
I-
probably try and evacuate the area
To load that up
first.
right now. I don't know if I can do that.
what if
Yes.
we just handle
Oh, we
it?
can actually do that. We have time now if we plan this properly.
I feel like it's gonna be a hard sell. At least coming from us.
What's
think-
selling? It's something we're gonna do.
Well, I mean me and you. They don't seem to like us very much here.
Okay, but this is Rayla's decision. She's doing this. We're helping her.
Exactly. That's what I'm
and
saying,
this is
you know.
something they called her here to do.
Well, I don't know if everyone is on the same boat of what she's trying to do here.
I'm not sure if I can do that, but we're gonna try it anyway.
That's all we can expect.
Oh yeah, so while we were, in the sky looking at the crystals, because that's something we can do now, we were talking about going to talk to Larissa again. Did you want to come for that? You don't really have to, or you can investigate these more, or...
No, for now, I think it would be more dangerous and helpful to stick around these too long. I'll come with if you don't mind. She eyes you for a moment, trying to incite you. Will you contest?
Rayla... She will, but can I give myself disadvantage?
Yes. You can also
Well,
just
just
decide to
try.
fail the roll if you want.
Nah, I'd rather give myself disadvantage. I think that's funnier.
Okay. She didn't roll great, she got a 12. Total.
What am I rolling?
That would be deception or persuasion. And
Deception.
Mavis did give you advantage on all charisma checks, so that cancels out your disadvantage.
What is a normal roll?
You could
Sorry.
you could
You're
still
good.
you could still just choose to fail.
No, it's not fun.
Well, it's a 12.
But at the same
Statistically,
time, I
you're
don't
gonna
want to.
roll a
Actually, no, I'll just
15.
choose to fail. I don't want to win this.
Okay, so you choose to fail?
I'll choose to fail.
Okay. Do you actually want her to come? That's what she's trying to ascertain.
She's like... Rayla is always happy to have Sleeka's company there, but she also does not know how this is gonna go, and Rayla... She doesn't really want Sleeka to see whatever this conversation will be. So, like, not really.
Salika sees you and gives you a smile. She gets closer to you and taps you on the shoulder, going to walk in the opposite direction. Just before she passes you, she whispers to you in your ear, "Do be careful with Larissa. It looks like she's gotten some other plans for what's going on here. Stay safe, okay?"
Rayla will just nod.
And Salika keeps walking. After a few more paces, she's essentially disappeared in the vegetation. Roads are not for druids, it seems.
Okay, now we go to Larissa's place. Andre, you're good at you're good at talking to people and getting information from people, right?
When I know what I'm looking for.
What if you weren't? What if you didn't know what you were looking for?
Then that's just torturing someone.
Okay, well, we're not. I don't want to do that.
Oh. Never mind.
I can try and sneak into her office.
I don't... Does she
Read
have
her
one?
papers. Does she have her house?
Because it's a tent, right?
Her place was a house, wasn't it?
I remember there being a tarp.
It was a little hut.
Yeah, it's like, it wasn't really much of a house.
Okay. No.
It was almost... It had big fortune-telling shack vibes.
Got it.
Okay, then we either ask her nicely and hope she says it, Or we force her to, and we see how that goes. Okay, let's go.
You got it.
You begin to make your way down. And you're already pretty close to the village, so it doesn't take you too long. Lorraine seems to have gone inside, so you can't really see her anymore. You pass by El Raju's place, and they seem to be getting pickaxe and the like ready. Just maintaining equipment. Nothing too interesting. You arrive at the main area of the village fairly quickly, and you can see the small little houses, two of which emanate a little bit of smoke from the chimneys, and Larissa's colorful hut.
Rayla's gonna go knock on the door, or gonna go knock on the door.
You go to. There's not really any door, it's more like a little piece of cloth that you move to the side.
Oh wow, this really is a hut.
So. You could, tap on the cloth, I guess.
Rayla's gonna She's not gonna do that. She's not gonna tap on the cloth. She will raise her voice slightly and say, Larissa, are you here?
Hmm? Oh, yes! Is that you, Rayla?
Mm-hmm.
Come in! The voice seems more distant than there seems to be space in the hut.
Rayla's gonna move the cloth and go in.
Alright. You move the cloth to the side, and you go in. Inside is the room just the same as you found it last. There's Larissa, she's sitting in the middle of the room. She doesn't seem to have moved in a moment. Each of the walls have shelves still lined with the same items, but you can see now that there's a few scrolls to the side of her. Two of them to the side of her, and one that she has open. She appears to have been perusing, but is now closing as you enter. I suppose our chat earlier must have bored you.
That's not... I'm sorry for having to leave.
One hell of a cough.
Yeah.
She laughs for a moment. Don't worry. I'm much too old to go off running anywhere anyways.
Have you... Oh god, okay. Have you seen what the crystals in the sky? Have you been outside?
Oh, so you've seen them too? Yes, around the cave. Quite a sight, aren't they?
You could say that.
She eyes you with those clear yellow eyes of hers.
Andre's just gonna
Staring.
he's gonna do guidance on Rayla and tap her on the shoulder, just drop the act.
Well, it's not an... Or did you say that to me or to her?
You just said in general. We got a reason to be here, right?
Larissa, if you know something about those crystals, or about the barrier, you have to tell us.
Hmm? I do know about the barrier. Why, I'm the one that's erected it, with Salika.
Do you know what's in those crystals and what's in that barrier?
Those are only influences of the Thunderskin. She swats her hand aside. Hardly dangerous as they are, especially not with the ward we've established. My, those souls have really got your interest, though.
Well, I am the only one who can apparently do something about them.
That's true. The ward did seem to have some trouble, but I sense that you fixed that. You changed it and made it your own, didn't you?
I did.
She eyes you for a moment, her words piercing into yours.
I was about
Can
to
I
ask a roll
insight her?
insight. I want to do it so bad, but I can't. I
Can I
can't.
insight her?
Ah!
You
I'll
can
do it for you.
inside, but only I won't let all of you inside. Because I assume throughout this conversation you're gonna want to insight many times, right?
I already said I can't. I can't. Like I'm not risking
You
it. I
can't?
can't. No,
Okay.
I there's too
Can we
much of
still
a
not do that?
not without a lot of consequences potentially. Do you want me to try to flay this lady in front of you?
Okay,
No,
okay.
I didn't know. You can still not do
It's
that.
because of the fucking lantern. That's why. This is what happens.
No, it's the flint.
Is it the flint? Are you sure?
Yes.
Because your eyes are yellow, sir.
Yeah, it's because the flint's cool like that. He's got multiple. I know your worms are very like monochromatic, so like don't try to put that on me.
Don't argue about color schemes.
Listen, the yellow is bad. I don't care what anyone says. Yellow bad.
Not all the yellow is bad. Sometimes
Most
it's cool.
of the yellow. In this case, I think the yellow is bad.
Sometimes we have cool people.
Like, look what it did to
Exactly. You got no
Creek
zero.
Rook. Look what it did to Creek Rook and what he was willing to go and what he was willing to study because of this.
You massacred that boy's name. How dare you?
Creek Rook?
Krikruk.
I wasn't
Oh my
that
God.
bad.
Down the R.
Whatever. Okay, I'll do it. Do you want me to do it?
You can do it, Daria.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you should do it. Wait, actually no, what is inside?
It's wisdom.
Hey, you should just do it, you do it.
It's wisdom. Mine's a +9.
Oh, yeah, you should do it.
So it's like I think it's probably.
are you inciting there?
I want to watch Larissa's reaction to the admission that the words like are Rayla's.
Okay.
I'm trying to read her reaction specifically.
Mm-hmm.
That was a nat one.
Wow, that's tough.
That is tough.
She seems impressed and happy. Taking over a ward like that must be very difficult. For Rayla to have progressed so quickly. That's a very impressive feat.
Okay. Yeah. So very okay, sorry. Nothing. I get nothing for that. Okay, I
get
still
the
managed. I get the well. Yeah, that's the vibe she's given. Yeah. Okay. Shit. Yeah, I can't signal anything then. Can I ask a question?
Hmm? What is it?
What
Mavis,
exactly
right?
made? Yes. What exactly made the word necessary?
Oh, didn't you feel it when you got there? The power that was within? Without the
This
ward,
is-
it could be dangerous, right? I wouldn't want anybody to get hurt. This is
And-
my village after all, and I have to make sure everyone here is safe.
And how long
Especially
ago
after
did
the
the first
tragedy we
ward
had to
come
go
up?
through.
When did you first place the wards?
Hmm? Oh, it's been a few years now. The first wards, at least.
A few years. What changed that wanted... What changed then?
I don't know. It's like something awoke all of a sudden. And now the wards inside of them, there's something beating hard, trying to break through, trying to come and hurt us, destroy this village again like they tried last time. But I won't let that happen.
I don't want to keep saying I want an insight check.
You get
Sorry.
one. That was your one.
That was it?
That was the one. You all get one.
Oh, okay.
Oh, game
I know
mechanics
that's
are
why we're
different.
playing it.
Why do they want to destroy the village? Did you make some enemies or something?
Oh no, those are... That's not a force that has any intent. They just are. Nasty little worm buggers. They just try and make everything that's not them, them.
Cool.
And this is no different than the incident a couple years ago.
It would have been, but we prevented it. And we will keep preventing it. You and I, Rayla, will keep this village safe for years to come.
I will. I know it. I will do my best.
She cackles for a moment. It's true, I'm getting quite old. Soon it will be only you. But I'll do what I can while I'm still here.
Sorry, did you say the wards are keeping back worms?
Hmm? Figure of speech. You know how worms go through apples? These aren't really worms, they're elementals. Manifestations of another force.
Why don't you just
And they-
destroy it?
These particular ones are hard to destroy.
Why?
That's a lot of questions from all of you. Would you like to sit down and have some tea? Seems
No.
No.
You can answer our questions.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
You can answer our questions. Like you said, we are working together. Answer our questions.
I'm casting
Whoa.
fireball.
Roll persuasion.
With advantage!
With advantage!
And you have guidance.
I've never persuaded anyone before.
Wait, is that true?
I think so.
That's
I think so.
crazy.
I'm so upset by that one.
Maybe Gooby.
Gooby.
Gooey.
The one that you murdered. You lured into a false sense of security.
Yeah, that's what happened there.
Yeah. She killed him in a vicious manner.
Okay, we can just go back and murder that mother and cold blood in front of her family. Is that what you want us to
Yeah.
do?
Honestly, that would be based.
It's a good thing you got advantage. Wow. That's
Ooh.
an interesting start.
I'm gonna add that as guidance as well.
Yeah. Man, that is crazy.
4 plus 12 is 16.
16. Okay, that's pretty good. You're a lot more aggressive than before. Oh well, that's youth these days, isn't it? She eyes you with those same yellow lenses that pierce through your own eyes. Remind me what the question was, sorry. Memory of a goldfish.
What did we ask, guys? I don't remember.
Oh,
either.
Uh,
It was why are they hard to destroy?
Yes, yeah, why are they hard to destroy?
That's because the Thunderskin, the ones that claimed your sister so many years ago. It's an hour of Forge and Heart. Forge grows stronger, always. And Heart keeps going. It does not stop. It is not ceased. Those are the fundamental properties of these things that would attack us. Ceasing the unceasing is dangerous. Because while it can be done, it would harm all of the villagers here. And so, if we wanted to truly put an end to it, this village would be gone.
And
And I'm not going to let that happen.
you're completely sure that you have no idea what caused them to awaken?
No. For their awakening? No, I don't. I've been trying to find out. I even hear your own mother, Rayla, has been looking into it. Though, that was a while back. I'm not sure if she's still doing that.
Wait, so why does stopping it, why would that destroy the village? You didn't really elaborate. You just said it's dangerous and said nothing else.
I'll explain then, as suppose you've not played much with Winter. Winter is silence, that which ceases, death, and putrefaction. Winter can silence heart. However, Winter kills. She looks at you. He seems almost derisive as she says so.
I don't like her, guys.
So if I were to use Winter to solve this, then the villagers and myself would die because I used Winter to solve it.
Has anyone else approached you with solving this?
No, I don't want too many outsiders meddling here. Reuben is and has always been a place for discretion. It is our village, and none of the outside world's business.
Oh yeah, the
And-
cave filled with elementals is no one's business.
Josh.
What?
You know, for women, you this is your village. You obviously love it. You say your main goal is to keep it safe. I have a hard time believing that you don't know exactly what incidents around here might have occurred that could have caused them to get antsy.
She looks at you for a moment. You feel the small candles, each lighting up the room, turn a different shade of yellow as she answers. Well, that's what you want, girl.
I don't know, it does seem a really interesting location. It's a cave that's sealed off from everything. Why did it have to be there? Is that just circumstance?
It's almost as if they were jump started, right?
Or someone was doing something they shouldn't be in a cave away from people so no one saw?
Yeah, with like ritual, someone who maybe knows stuff about rituals. Someone who likes to learn things and would do anything in the pursuit of knowledge.
I see what you're insinuating.
I'd be
She looks
disappointed
at
if you
you.
weren't.
She looks at you with an angry sneer. The Thunderskin Cave has been standing for centuries before this village was founded. Any power that is within has been for a long time.
And it started acting up
And some-
recently then.
A few years ago, you said.
As for that, you can think whatever you want, but I know that I would never turn on my village.
When that first incident happened a couple of years ago, do you know what caused that, at the very least?
No, I don't. Not yet.
It's been a couple of years and you still don't know?
Honestly, it
Yeah.
might have
All of
happened.
you are very insistent on this complot theory of yours.
I'm just asking because, listen, I don't know what's going on.
And I think you've asked plenty. Rayla, I think it's time you and your friends left.
I'm sorry, we can't leave until we have an idea what's going on here, Larissa.
Then go and explore the cave. Find your reasons. Find the responses that you need. I
I
don't
have,
know
and I
them.
have done that. You're our next step.
What?
You're clearly not telling us something. That's fine. You can just tell us what you know now. We can just all put it out in the air. We're not leaving. Just be
You can
honest.
roll intimidation or persuasion if you'd like.
I believe in
I was
you.
gonna ask to assist, but she already has advantage, so. Oh, I should have cast guidance again. My bad. Good
No,
luck.
no. Guidance stays for a minute.
Wait, doesn't it?
No,
Yeah.
but
Doesn't it
she
get used
already
up though?
did. It
It
gets
gets
used
used
up.
up.
In Baldur's Gate, it doesn't.
It gets
You-
used up.
Do you
Oh,
want to
yeah,
use
no, you're
Baldur's
right.
Gate rules?
Once before the spell ends. Never mind.
Yeah, I play a lot of clerics. Like that shit, you gotta just constantly keep slapping your party.
Yeah. I'm gonna do. I've never done intimidation before. I'll do that one. $16.
16. What do you use to resist intimidation? Insight?
Oh,
Yeah, I'd assume it'd be
Willpower?
like either insight or something with wisdom to keep her cool.
She rolled an at 20.
fuck.
Can I use my inspiration on that?
Yes.
Whoa.
Wait.
To force
Think so.
any d20 to roll again?
That's
Because it's not
awesome.
advantage.
Any roll. Yeah. Okay.
That's awesome.
Man, that I was using the dice I got on my stupid chair. That was gonna be his redemption roll. What do you
Oh
think?
no, I condemned him. I did a retrial.
You condemned him. No. You did still save him though because he rolled a 16 the second time, counting with
It conquers
Larissa's
advantage, though.
bonuses. That's above
fuck.
20. That easily beats your 60. Larissa eyes you for a moment, Rayla, trying to ascertain what your motives are and how far you're willing to go for them. And she seems to decide you've changed a lot, Rayla. You used to be a polite and kind girl. I don't know what happened to you, nor do I know what your friends have gotten into your mind. But all of it is gibberish and nonsense.
We are a little bit of a nonsensical group. That's not really any of your business. I thought you wanted to help me.
I will help preserve this village. I'll devote my life to it. However, whatever complot that you have in your mind is only an hallucination. And I have no interest in preserving that idea or whatever else you have thought of. I will
Okay.
still keep protecting this village. No matter what.
I'm the one protecting the village, not you! I made the barrier stronger.
Without me, there wouldn't have been a barrier.
Oh my god, I was like, what, 14 when this first incident happened? I can't make a barrier. It's my responsibility now. Not yours.
She seems to think for a moment. Roll another persuasion check.
I was just about to do guidance. I was like, after that, I'm going to give her it. But nope, never mind. You got it.
Yeah.
I believe in you.
That was a good line. That was a good line.
Thanks, Steve.
Like in my brain, I'm like, she's either gonna rage at the idea of like her life, like her life reason isn't necessary anymore, or
17.
Ooh. That's
This
contested.
charisma advantage thing, Daria.
Yeah. Awesome. Oh my god, you are having a rough time though. She rolled a 19 for her
Oh,
insight.
she's just hotter and cooler than me, the bird woman.
She is a
Birdo.
bird, but I don't know if I'd say she's hot. Damn. Any of you have another advantage? I mean, inspiration I don't know about.
I used it up last session.
I don't ever do the recap, so I don't have inspo.
You had it last session, but you used it on that D6 roll.
Wait, we used Rayla hers?
I think she used
think
hers.
we used both.
Yeah, I
I
think
think you used both.
Or did I just say, hey, we can use inspiration?
Do you have yours marked on your sheet? I don't have
I had
inspiration.
it marked earlier in the session, but I unmarked it because we said I used it last session.
I'm
Oh.
sure you used it last session, Daria.
That's
I'm
why,
pretty
because I
sure.
thought I had used it and I didn't unmark it, so I marked it today.
Hey, Rama, can I use Divine Sense real quick?
Yeah. Ooh, I like that. Oh, I like that double, you sneaky little guy. Yeah, you use Divine Sense. What does it look like?
It's probably just a little like since this is from him, probably just like a glossy white kind of like passes over his eyes for like a second.
I see. And you emanate a slight wave of magic as a radar in the area. And let me just check. Let me just check
Please, Rama.
the feature.
What is
Detect
divine?
good and evil until the end of your next turn. You can sense anything affected by the Hallow spell, or know the location of any celestial, fiend, undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover. You can use this feature 5 times per long rest. Imagine running out of Divine Sense feature uses. Like that would be pretty rough. You've been looking for one guy really.
Yeah, do I ping it?
Yes.
Oh, do you ping it?
Do
You
I
have-
ping it?
You receive 2 pings,
Oh,
Andre.
Oh crap!
The first one of Mavis, which you're very much used to by this point. Actually, you have 3 pings of it.
what?
No.
The first one of Mavis as an undead. The second one as Larissa as a celestial. And another one behind you. Seems to be breathing down your neck. It's very close. As another celestial.
He's gonna turn around.
There's nothing.
Flynn?
He's gonna. I hope that's the Flint.
Nothing more than the shimmering light of sunset.
Okay. Well, he's not gonna say anything until the whole intimidation thing resolves.
And she beat you on the inside. I don't know what you're thinking, Aurelia, but you've just left this village for years at a time without saying anything to anyone. You don't have a claim to being responsible for it. You barely have one to still being part of us.
This is still my home. I'm the one who got called back here. You called me back here.
Yes, I wanted your help, and yet here you are spouting nonsense.
What are you?
What?
He's just kind of like looking her down. You certainly aren't. Well, you're not exactly who you're leading off to be. I don't know about your identity, but you're not immortal. In the way I'm thinking of it.
Do I need a moonbeam, y'all?
No.
What?
She looks at you for a moment, Andre. What are you talking about, stupid boy?
Don't call him that. What are you talking about?
It's a little trick I have. I can sense things. So, like, celestial would be the general term I know of? Would that be the...
Yeah,
Will that be
celestial itself would be for like beings from the skies. So if you had any Forza was associated with like the sun or that kind of stuff. Like, think of like upper realm magic people.
Okay.
So like you're not gonna have stone dwellers. Those would be more like fiends
Okay.
as general vibes. By the way, Andre and Mavis, with your passive insight, you can tell that Larissa hesitated for a moment there.
Get her.
Get her!
Get her.
Get her!
You're not. Well, I don't think you're from this realm.
What? Okay, I'm trusting you here.
What? What are you talking about? Of course I'm from this realm.
I don't know. I've been seeing a lot of things lately, and I can see that you're not exactly. Well, you may be this Larissa, right? But I think you're lying about what you are.
This is nonsense. You, more than many people, should know who I am, Andre Timmer, given how many altercations we've had in the past.
Yeah, in the past, I didn't really know much about all this. Now I know something.
And what do you know? What you've read in a book?
Nope. What I know is what I see right in front of me.
And what do you see? An old woman being cornered by three. She looks at you for a moment, weighing her words for a moment. You there do anything?
Ooh.
Us, generally, I
Oh.
suppose.
It's like, well, I see a being from the heavens disguising themselves as one of us.
Marilla, like, looks at Andre, like, with so much confusion on her face.
His eyes are still different now, right?
Andre's?
Yeah.
It only lasts 6 seconds, so
If I was okay, so if I was, when I picked it up with my passive,
he wasn't hiding it, so I mean,
uh,
shall I do it again, or?
Roll persuasion or intimidation, whichever one you prefer.
Oh, I'd love
This
to do
one.
intimidation. Oh, I'd love to.
you know what?
Do it.
But I don't know if I'm gonna do good, guys. I'm scared.
Is
Got
that
a
the
plus 8, buddy.
Yeah, but I can still roll low. I guess we shall see.
Do whatever your heart calls for, Double.
You're
Sure.
hot.
Is hot.
Your heart.
Damn, Double, your
Damn.
soul is kind of looking fine.
Okay.
What do you got?
Now that's a
Right.
soul.
21.
A woo. What'd you say, Double?
21.
21. That's pretty good. Let's see what she gets. This die has really been redeeming itself so
She
far.
has high wisdom, though.
She does.
She's a wise old lady.
Second at 20. No
Oh.
way.
Oh.
Are
Okay,
you
so
serious?
this die is not on the chair anymore. That's redemption. Holy shit. What's the
No.
total? What's the total?
What?
What's the total of your roll?
21?
21 was it?
You don't have any other bonuses?
No, I don't believe so.
I retroactively cast Man's ability.
Yeah, it's like, I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm not my divination wizard. I can't force her to roll over.
Hmm.
I have divination. I could just be like, all right, let's just ask God what you are. It's instantaneous.
Really?
Yep. You could just be like, all right, we'll ask the heavens then.
Well, let's see what she says here.
Give me a moment. I'm thinking.
You can dunk. You're permitted.
Thank you.
You're welcome. This woman is just so unintimidable.
She really is. I
She's an
didn't.
old like woman that's like apparently some part of her is,
I don't
like,
think she's. I
gone.
think she's an old woman in a different way. And now that we,
No. Yeah, she's an old woman who is like, who are these brats coming into my home and accusing me of shit? By the way, most of Mavis's like things of accusing her is fully just like not like what she knows, but what she like assumes.
like
Fair,
we
fair.
all came in here starting accusing her, and then one of them's like, "You're not a human." It's like, huh? It's like you're not immortal.
So originally,
like-
I didn't know we were gonna be that aggressive going into this, so I was originally gonna play it really different. But then you guys were already.
Well, yeah. As soon as
aggressive.
Rayla started throwing some sass down, I'm like, "Yeah, let's do it."
So I was like, fuck it, blatantly, I'll just accuse her of lying. I don't know shit.
I don't know
But
if
the angrier she gets, the more I feel like I'm right.
I was nice the first time, and it's like she didn't say anything, so I'm like, fuck, okay.
But also, what kind of fucking, like, spy mistress, like, expert of the area doesn't know what's happening?
I don't know, she's just not telling me anything, and it's like annoying. I'm like, yeah, why does she not know? Come on, do better.
Especially if she's like, oh, I don't like outsiders, and she's keeping track of all of this, and she fucking knows Mavis's situation, apparently.
And she keeps saying, like, protecting the village, and I don't know why. The, like, phrasing is so weird
Yeah.
to me.
I was gonna
She's like-
question that.
That's the thing where I'm a little confused by, because she has something she cares about, but I'm confused as to why she cares
There
about
might be
that.
something important about the location itself,
Yeah,
besides
so
Yeah.
maybe not the
okay.
people.
Especially because it's like, oh, no one from the outside can come in, but most of the people are here already.
So, like, I have no clue.
Alright, maybe it's good Salika's not here. I don't know.
After a moment of silence, she responds to you, Andre. Fine. It's true that I'm not entirely like I seem. But whatever delusion you have about what I am is wrong. I am still mortal. But in my long life, I have encountered many beings. Throughout it, one of them has cursed me, taken away a part of my soul, a part of what I was. But that is only a remnant of my young days. I have been, and still am, working and caring for this village.
Do you know what cursed you?
Andre and Mavis, actually, maybe even Rayla. Wait, hold on. Even Rayla did it! With your passive insight, with your passive insights, you can all tell that was bullshit.
Yeah, sure. I got a question for you. What makes a village in your eyes?
Oh, we're getting philosophical.
She looks at you, her eyes sinking into yours. They hurt for a moment. Not enough to actually inflict damage, but you can tell that she's beginning to lose her cool. A little bit like, you know, how it happens to you from time to time.
Andre, actually, I might want to counter this. I could cast True Sight to do a spotlight back at her.
I mean, are we all in at this point?
Maybe not yet.
Not yet, not yet. Not yet.
This village is the sum of all it has been, of the people that have lived here and the ideals they've held. The memories that were made here, and the wishes of those that were. That is what this village is.
I see. So you're protecting these ideals, right?
I'm protecting this village and its people. Why the sudden change in subject? Did you realize how foolish your train of thought was?
No, I just tend to feel like I just had the feeling you two were arguing about two different things, but at least now I know that you consider the village and its people somewhat separate, right?
I think you do. I've never thought of the village as the location, yeah, but it's the people at the end of the day.
The villagers are part of the village. They cannot be the village.
And what is the village without them?
It is the sum of them all. By protecting the village, we protect the majority.
So,
And if one of them happens to leave without saying anything, leaving the others to worry and wonder. She looks at you clearly, Rayla, with accusatory eyes. Then the village will live on.
what happens if all the people leave? Is it still a village?
And would you be okay with that?
At that point, she seems to have stopped to think. The village would have died.
Village is dying.
Sorry, what'd you say?
The village is dying. We staved it off for now. Eventually, you're gonna have to evacuate people. They're gonna have to leave, especially if, well, some of the key people that can help you don't have all the answers.
Yes, and that's why we must find the answer. That's why I will keep refining my knowledge and find a way to create this perfect ward. That is why I wanted Rayla's help.
I am.
See, I believe you when you say you don't have the answer, and that's why you asked Rayla for help. But I can't help but doubt that you. I can't help but think that you know more about the situation that's going on. You've already claimed to be someone you're not. You've already lied about that.
What I am, what was done to me. She corrects herself after a moment.
Are you tied to that cave?
Well, actually, Andre also has a question.
Let her finish her,
Yeah,
her
I was
sentence.
gonna-
Yeah, let her be dramatic.
I want to do her thing. Also, when she says, like, when she corrects herself, Rayla's gonna eye roll.
Has no incidence on what I want here. In my youth, as you are right now, I made a mistake that cost me dearly. But my youth has left me. And now this village is myself. It is what I have devoted myself to, and I will not have you throwing aside the devotion and the care I have given to it, and that I will continue to give. If you've no intention of giving any respect, then you're dismissed. I myself do not have the time for you.
I've given you respect all of my life.
And yet here you are. After being gone for so many years, you come back with strangers and throw into doubt everything I've done.
I think I'm asking questions I should have asked a very long time ago. You know... well, you clearly don't know everything. but okay, tell me at the very least. At my sister's funeral, what did we do? What did that do to her?
That ritual was. It was the spark that allowed us to protect the village. That ceremony, not your sister's death, nor anything surrounding it, is what created that ward. But it has been many years, and the ward has begun to deteriorate. I thought, so long as the ward was tied to this village, that it was tied to you. So long as you stayed here, the ward would remain. Because I didn't think you would leave us. I didn't think you'd leave behind the world that your sister gave her life to protect. But you did. And so, it weakened. For it to grow stronger again, I knew we needed your help. It was my mistake to tie it to you. But now, the only way to separate it would be to destroy the ward and make another one. Something much harder to do than to simply speak of.
So I was gonna say I did that to her, but I didn't choose to do that to her. You chose to do that to her.
Whatever happened to your sister now, I don't know what it is. I
That's
understand.
even worse, you know that, right?
I am trying to help. But you and your friends seem to be so eager for someone to blame. And I will not accept for the weight of the hurt of my people to be laid at my feet.
My sister was one of your people.
Yes. And she would have wanted each of us to remain safe after everything.
Respecting of the wishes of the dead is good and all, but what about Rayla's decisions?
Rayla was young and emotional. I didn't want to put more on her shoulders than was needed. I didn't want to give her the weight of our people, of our safety. It would drag her down. She didn't need to know. But it did need to be done. If that had not been done, we would have been attacked again. Long, long ago.
Let me check something real quick. Andre's gonna look at
Maybe-
Rayla and he's gonna cast True Seeing. Gonna kind of like reach up and then like kind of close his eyes and like tap 2 fingers on him.
You do that. You draw on the power of the flint, and Larissa's eye immediately darts to your side, where the shard is held in a little cover Salika made for you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's what. For Rayla, you see her as you did in the Mantis. The same silhouette she has. Inside as a core, a forge, she herself gleams lightly of heart. And within her is another her, Mira. Right now, she doesn't seem to be moving very much. She still seems to be dormant.
Not sure if that's completely changed, but anyway, where were we? And he's gonna look back at Larissa.
Larissa looks completely aghast for a moment.
Can I use
She
detect magic?
looks at you, Andre, with complete disbelief. Your true sight is still active, right?
Yep.
Oh,
And
fuck.
in Larissa's place, you see no one.
Huh?
Larissa is not there to you, Andre. There is no humanoid. There is no creature. There is no body. There is no flesh. All you see is light. Light, light, and light. It is huddled within itself. Its silhouette sharp, like a blade's edge. Through each of the candles, sparks of their lights conglomerate in the center where Larissa truly is. And there, you see the true form of Larissa the Wary.
Huh. Not what I expected.
The Mavis and Rayla. Larissa looks absolutely furious. You can hear the scratching of the upper part of her beak against the lower part.
Ooh, I think I know this one. A light long?
Oh.
Don't they usually not have bodies?
That's what I was thinking, but that's a lot of light.
You can see the light?
Yeah, she's right there. He just points.
You.
Me?
Larissa starts to speak for a moment and then lets out a slow sigh. You can feel, Andre, more of the magic from the candles gathering itself within her. To you, Mavis and Rayla, it looks much more like she's just exhaling. The air in the room grows a little bit colder. The light body, if you will, of Larissa's changes. It becomes a little bit longer, reminding you somewhat of Salika's previous form. Or if Rayla had seen it, reminding you of someone that was much more gentle than Larissa. Someone that, unlike all the other Longs of Lantern, perhaps did not ignore compassion. Yes, it's true. I hid it for so long. I tried so hard to make things right, to understand what truly was. How many hundreds of years do you think it's been since I first came here? I have no intention of letting this village go, letting it die so easily.
Well, that's better. Now we're starting to all get on the same page.
What will you do now that you know?
I don't know. Should I be doing something?
She's not looking at you, Andre. She's looking at you, Rayla. My commitment to this village is true. Will you fail us?
I'm gonna cast guidance on Rayla. You got this.
I'm not gonna fail the village.
Good.
But
Larissa's face is much different than it was before. The mask, the presage, the disguise of kindness, of understanding, of thoughtfulness, of care for you or how you felt is gone.
I just need I don't know what to do about what you are.
There is nothing to do about what I am. It is what I have been, and it is what I will be. My actions are what matters. And it is through them that this village will perdure.
Your actions are questionable, but at least you're being honest. So, the original ward, or the ward that we're using right now, is made bouncing off of Mira's death.
No. It is tied to you.
Me?
And Mira. Her death has nothing to do with it.
How
So
how does it
long,
work exactly? Enlighten me.
so long as you and Mira stay close to it, it will perdure. And the village will be safe. Eventually, it will break and need replacing. At that point, we can make another. It would have all been fine if it wasn't for the selfish whims of youth.
How are you planning to make that new ward after the last one broke, or would have broke?
The last ward was only going to break because you were so far. The new one that will be made in many years, if I make it myself with my power, it will be in my image. I am steady, and my will does not change. When the new ward is made, it will not break.
So why didn't you do that from the get-go?
Andre's gonna like be like, ooh boy. Just a little internally like, ooh.
Sorry, is no one else thinking this?
Oh no,
No,
I'm
it's a
thinking
valid
it. I'm
question.
glad you asked.
No, it's a valid question. Cause like I don't know either.
For the wards to be made with my power, it will clash with a pre-existing power. Heart fits into heart. Lantern does not.
So you needed Rayla specifically.
I wanted to use the power of the sister's love to safeguard each and every one of the village. Mavis, only you can tell this. There's another lie in this.
Oh,
Huh?
Andre and Rayla, to the both of you, she seems completely truthful.
she's lying.
You're already gone so far to safeguard the village.
Yeah, no, Mavis just like she's lying.
About which part?
Something she said there wasn't right. Her,
Larissa looks at you.
Branson.
Larissa looks at you, Mavis. There is no lie. You may not trust me, but this is the naked truth.
Now, here's where I'm also a bit more confused, because you're saying, oh, Lantern can't go into Heart. The next wards will be stronger. But wouldn't the wards still be based off of Heart and Forge? Where does Lantern come into play there? Why couldn't you have... What makes that situation different than the one before?
Because unless some other two sisters come along, we will not have a choice. It will be risky and dangerous for each of those of the village. However, I will prevail, and there will come a time where the village once more is free.
Yeah, those are, again, really pretty words. You still didn't answer my question. What's the difference here? How is Lantern gonna work in the next transfer? Or are you gonna wait for another pair of sisters and hope that someone that's heart aligned is gonna come up about when Rayla dies?
No.
Are you gonna continue this cycle?
There will be no cycle.
And
I
how-
will do. I
How?
will do it myself.
How? Again, your Lantern. How does Lantern go into Heart?
I
That
will
was your
find
original
it.
problem.
I
Oh, you
will
don't
find-
have an answer, do you?
She looks at you, Mavis, and then looks at all of you. This is finished.
Yeah, Andre's holding back a laughter.
Leave.
He's like,
You don't have an answer. You're saying, "Oh, I got it."
Andre, you can see each of the wisps of light gathering around all of you from each of the candles.
oh, you're just gonna kill us or something?
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for that part.
Like, come on, you're Lantern. That's supposed to be smart, right?
Wisps of light continue to gather.
Should we move out a little bit?
You can see them.
Oh, I
Andre
can't.
can.
Only Andre can.
Yeah, only Andre can.
Yeah, you know, I think this was productive. We should probably go.
The powers continue to focus, and there's a link established between each of the lights that encircle you. Like a glowing disk of golden light spinning on itself.
Is it like, can Andre
It kind
just,
of looks like the Kienzan, yes.
can he just go under it?
The disc itself, it's kind of just only the rim of it, So you could kind of just duck.
Yeah, I think Andre's gonna be like, all right, let's go, and he's gonna just kind of
Like,
duck under it and just walk out.
What?
We should go.
What? Why did you?
We
Can we
should
see the light?
go.
Did we duck?
Yeah,
Yep, just
Okay.
follow me. Yep. Mhm.
Okay.
okay. Rayla's gonna follow Andre. I'm just gonna duck with the same way he did.
Yeah, I'm gonna duck in the same position.
Okay. Hey, great work.
as you
Rayla.
step out of the hut, you can hear Larissa's voice clear from within. You will not speak of this to anyone, or there will be consequences. As for the ward, you are unreliable, Rayla. I will take care of it myself.
Okay, yes. Well, be careful, I guess, or don't. It's whatever. Thanks for finally being honest.
Eh.
Not fully.
And as you leave the hut, the presence that you saw, Andre, begins to vanish slowly.
Do I moonbeam? Is it now?
No.
Do y'all say or do anything?
I want to press her more, but if there's a magic
No, she was gonna.
abilities, we
She was
can't
gonna try to
see.
kill us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a thing with the
Okay.
Which
get
I'm
out of
down
here.
to try to kill her, but after a long rest.
You're not fighting anyone right now. No, no, no.
I am fully ready.
You're too weak, Andre. You can kill a fly right now.
Also, I don't want to kill her, guys.
What do you mean? She's mean
What?
and rude
Oh.
and
She's
dumb
so
and stupid,
rude.
and I bet she smells.
She's saying so much stupid shit. It's so high on her own horse.
She is very high on her own horse.
I think we should just go break the ward and then tell her, all right, good luck.
Yeah. Literally, you have the power here right now, because you have power over the ward.
I do. I'm pretty sure I do. I'm pretty sure that's mine.
Like, right now, you have the power.
Pretty sure that's mine.
She doesn't.
But yeah, I have nothing left to say to her unless you guys do.
No, Andre's happy with how that went.
It's your... Yeah, it was your moment.
He's like, Rayla stood up for herself. Things went a little crazy, but
And that will be the end of the session.
we're totally gonna tell Salika, right?
Oh yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
That's why I almost said that, and I was like, maybe I shouldn't say that, but it's so obvious.
I was so tempted to just be like, yeah, cool. Anyway, we're totally gonna do it. But we can also
it's
we can be
so-
cheeky about it. We can just be like, oh, we never said we'd
Oh,
speak
yeah,
of
I
it
was-
and
I
just
was
write
gonna-
it down.
I was gonna wait for her to be a bit more avoidant. I wasn't just